Hello and good evening, everybody. So, new updates. So, for those of my fellow ALX virtual assistants, okay, that will be needing help with their week 5, worry no more. I've got you as usual. Now, this is for people that are using phone. So, if you're not using phone, chop chop. And if you know you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. Thank you so much. So, let's get right into it, okay? So, now you want to go to your Google Chrome. We're going to start from the Zoom. Let's create our Zoom meeting. So, you open up. Want to open a new tab. I already have my Zoom here, so let's just try to create another meeting. Okay, we just try to create another meeting. This is it. So wait for it to just load. Okay, just now it has finished loading. Okay, and now I want to look for schedule. Now this is the meeting my own, so okay, I want to look for another meeting. So let's just click on schedule. Let's say the topic of the meeting, they said it was weekly fundraising planning sync, something like that. Yeah, so I'm not even looking at my alphabets that I'm looking at. Okay, so let's say the date, let's just assume that it's on, let us assume that I want to do it tomorrow, okay, which is 25th, and our time, they said 2 p.m. So you just want to scroll down here and look for 2 p.m. You click on the AM and make sure it clicks on 2 p.m. on the PM. Now for the free plan, you can only use 40 minutes, and since 40 minutes is already there, we just make use of it. For our timing, you want to use African time. Okay, West Central. No, they used to have Lagos. How come there's no Lagos, but mine had Lagos in it? Okay, so you want to come to West African time, you can use this one. Okay, you can come to this, so you put your timing. Just be sure, in case of any country where you're watching from, you put record, you click on recurring meeting, and it's a weekly something every Monday. Okay, and you want to tell them repeat every, let's just say every 1 week or so, and that's every Friday here. Okay, but they said every Monday, so when it's time for you to do yours, just make sure you put on Monday. Now you're not going to put any end date, but here they had an end date. Okay, so you just click on no end time. You have your attendees, you have your select template, you just leave all these things. You have your passcode, host video. For the video, the host is off, participant is off. More options, allow participants to join anytime. Nope, you want them to mute applicants and participants upon entry. Okay, so you just save it. So you want to just come here and add it to your Google Calendar. Now I'm doing this from a browser because I realized that when I opened my app, it wasn't opening there. Okay, so I want to add it to my calendar. I'll just add it to my calendar. So you say continue. And voila, it's added to the calendar. I think this is it. Weekly fundraising planning since here, Friday, 1st of November. Okay, so this is it. And that's all. Okay, now it has been added to your calendar. What do you do? And I think we've copied the link. And if we haven't, we just go back into it. And then you click on the invite link. That's because of the recurring meetings. Okay, so you have it here, and now you've already copied the link. So you want to go to, let's go to our ALX course. I'm going to look for it on the browser here. We want to try to download the template that they gave to us there. Okay, so let's see if we can download it, or I can go to my Google Docs and see if I can get it. I think this is it. Okay, so this was what the template looks like. You want to put it on print layout. Okay, now you look at it and you see that there are some things here that you actually do not need. Okay, you just have to delete all those things out. You don't need it. Now the date we set on the Zoom call was when, so what to edit, you press this little pencil. The date we set, let's edit it out. This is not what we want, so we set 24 October 2024. Okay, now for the conference room, you want to clear it off, and then the link you copied from your Zoom, you just paste it, put space, and that's all. Voila. So for the meeting title, we're going to be calling it the weekly fundraising planning sync. And then for the team name, let's just call it the planning team because that's what we're about to do. Planning team. Now, please always look at your capital letters, oh, please and please and please and please. Okay. And the facilitator will be putting VA Esther. So if you have a full name, all you have to do is just put in your full name. Okay. So you just put in your full name. For facilitator, we have VA Esther. Okay, Sorry. And then that's all. For here, we have, what did they say we had? We had our head of operations. No, we had head of catering first. So here we had head of tech. Let's just say head of tech. Okay, because I don't have it written here. Head of tech and audio. And then here we had the CEO. The CEO. You want to put in capital letter, please. Who is the team leader? Then you have the head of operations. Operations. Okay, sorry, I had something to do. Okay, so we have the head of operations. Now I'm just guessing, I'm not sure anymore. Then we have finance manager. The finance manager. And of course, we have me, who's the VA. Sorry. What's wrong with me and typo errors today? Judge, okay, that's Miss Esther and so on. So now if you like, you can even include name self. Nothing spoil. You can include name and say head of catering, then you can just put something like this. You can just include name and say something like, oh, Mrs. Florence and so on. But for the sake of this video, I'm not going to be doing that. Okay, so these are the departments we have. Okay, now for this one, I want to show you guys something. Okay, let's head over to ChatGPT. Or before then, let's just do something like this. You want to come here and try to highlight this. Okay, now when you try to highlight this, you want to merge them, okay, to make them one box. Okay, since we don't want too much, it's not everything we actually want, so I'll put back. Let's assume I'll put another back. I want the lines to come back. Good, so the lines are back. So what we want to this part, we want to make them one. Okay, we want to make them one. So you just come back here and drag it onto timekeeper, and then you merge them. You see the lines have all disappeared. Okay, so now you just want to come here and let's say want to rename it opening remarks. Let me just highlight this thing. Cancel. So you can just close it back here so that I can see. You can just come here and say opening remarks. Okay, and you can just say speaker. The speaker. Then you now say opening remarks and assigning of minute takers. Just assigning of minute takers. Just anything, just write something. Then your speaker, let's just say is the CEO. Okay, let's just say the CEO. Then now you have your review days, agenda items. Now let's assume that we don't even know what to write here. Okay, let's assume, but this is just one agenda, 2, 3. So we want to pick more agenda items. Okay, so just, and I think we had 5. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we had 4 people's point of view. We want to edit, so you zoom in. Like I said, this is for phone, so you know how stressful it can be. Review prior action item list, and let's say the speaker is going to still be our CEO. Okay, and then we have blah blah blah. So number 3 that we have on the list is agenda items. We have the action item, action item 1, that's item terms, item description, item participants. Okay, action So let's say this number C. Should I call it number C? That's very wrong, but please pardon me. The item terms, we have description, and then we have participants. Okay, so now we'll go to ChatGPT and go and look for things to see. Let's just save it like this. We'll now go to ChatGPT. Our Oga pata pata. You want to look for, you can say this one I was asking for item participants definition. Okay, so sorry. Now I want to ask ChatGPT and say, okay, I'm writing an agenda. I'm writing an agenda for a meeting, a planning for a meeting titled, let's just say titled what? Our weekly fundraising. Our weekly fundraising planning sync. Okay, we have the attendees as follows. CEO, head of operations, head of operation, head of catering. We have what? Who else do we have? We have finance manager. We have head of tech visual. That's how many names I'm going to check now: tech, visual, and audio. Okay, and then we have the VA and the VA in attendance. Okay, you now write, okay, now write the following, or you can say generate some important things for them to do, important things to be written as their duty. Or you can just say generate some important things for them to be done at the meeting. Okay, once you just do like this, you now say use the format. Use the format below. Then you now write the format: item terms. We have item description, and then we also have item participants. And voila, you just let's come and ask Charlie because I'm confused now. Let's say who are the main speakers for each of them. Let's do something like this so that we don't get confused. You see, ChatGPT is your friend, oh, please just ask it any question you want to ask it. No, we just wanted. So now our work now is just to copy. Nothing. We're just copying. They say the marketing and promotion is for the CEO. We don't want the CEO stock now. Volunteer is for head of operations, okay? Sorry, my phone is skipping. I don't know what happened. Let's just say this speaker. Let's say head of operations. Head of operations. Okay. So the item participants. Let's put item participants. Let's just put like this. Head of operation and VA. You come here, you paste it. Simple. Oh. Item terms. What was the item term? Let's just volunteer coordination. You just put it here, volunteer coordination. Okay, so down here, look for head of catering where she is. You just come here like this. The head of catering, write it in capital letter, please. The head of catering will, okay, so you want to come for your font sizes. Let's try and reduce it. Montserrat. So they say it's supposed to be okay. We're reducing it to something like 9. Then here too, you want to reduce it to something like 9 too. You come here to your text to number 9. You also come here to again your text to number 9. You come here to your text to number 9. And that's all. Okay, now that you have your text to number 9, all you need to do is just, we have the agenda item, action item. Okay, you come to this place. We want to try and merge these places together. Okay, you just merge them so that the middle line can disappear. Once the middle line disappears, you just come and paste. The head of catering will, we know what, I don't know what we wanted her to do for us. So this is what she's going to do. Okay, then I want to come here now to the next page, which is for the visual and audio. You just come here. Now, if you take your time to do it, you're going to play around. You see it's a little bit scattered, but when you sit down and try to do it, it's going to be very, very arranged. Don't worry, when I'm done, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I did on mine. Okay, you have this. And then for the C part is for the budget. That's for the finance manager. You come here, where is it? Okay, finalize the budget. Copy. You just want to put summary of what they are going to do, please. You just want to put a summary of what they are going to do. So it was supposed to even oh shit. Yes. I mistakenly wanted to add comments. Okay, so we can just do something like they want to try and merge it. Okay, you see I merged it now. So we have the next part, which is the finance and budget review. So you want to come like this and make it together also. So since we have this, we come here now. Shit, sorry. That's the disadvantages of using phone. The next place is the finance manager. Did I copy it? Copy. You just come here and paste it. Okay. So after this, we have this one now. Let's try to merge this box too. Okay, so I'm trying to remove it from that place. You come here and then you merge it too. After merging it, you just go in here too and still click to tie. Now you come here. The next person was for whom? Head of operations. Please, before you just write anything from ChatGPT, make sure you read it, please. So now this is what it looks like. Okay, since it looks like this, so the opening remarks now is greeting people. Okay, so we don't want all those things. We don't want all those talk. So we just let it be. You can just put anything, opening remarks. Then now we now have the closing remarks, proposals for the next meeting agenda, review of new action terms. Okay, this one now you can put all attendees and description. You can just leave it there like that, or we don't even need it safe. So what we can just do is let's cancel it out. We don't want it. Let's cancel it. Let's just say we don't want this table. Let's just go back like this and we say okay, delete the table because we probably don't want the table. Okay, now the next thing we're supposed to write about is any other business and closing remarks. Okay, so once you just click on the plus sign here, you come to this table of content. No, sorry, not table of content, please. You come to table. Now we have the column. We want the columns to actually be like 4 and the rows to be like, let's say we want it to be 2. Insert your table. You have your table here. Now what would you just come and type? You write your any other business, AOB, and then the next one you have your closing remarks. Okay, then the speaker of closing remarks is who? The CEO. Okay, so this note part, if you look at this place, is too big. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to close the box a little. You come here to the same thing, you just close it a little like this. So let's try and make it to merge with the other one like this. It has merged. Okay, you see that it is line by line now. Merge this one too, and it has merged. They're now like in line with each other. So this part, you come here to you merge it. Okay, so we have the closing remarks by the CEO and then any other business. Here you can just put speaker, or you can just put details rather. Okay, just a little topic or something that anybody can just say. So it's going to be for the attendees. Okay, you can just come here and say by the attendees or from any of the attendees. Then closing remark, you can just say the CEO would summarize and give his own take on opinions voiced out and actions about to be taken and actions to be taken. Okay, this is just it, and then voila, you already have it here. You just have it. So let's say our table, we don't like the way it's moving, so I think the color of that table they used there was like gray or something. So you see, because of this, the way I added a new table, you see what it looks like. Okay, so when it's you doing, you can just take that table and try to edit the table out. So I just want to come here, copy my text. Or let me see if it's going to work here. Your text, let's say it was 9.2 and then it was century gothic and blah blah blah. Okay, sorry, they already said audio speakers must have like 5 minutes. Okay, so this place I'm going to be removing the timings here. I'll remove the timings here. You go and put timing by yourself, but now for this place is like speaker and all that. This action item, this particular action item, now you come here and put something like, let me zoom it. You come here and put something like 0:05. Okay, we are doing it like this because they said 5 minutes. So all these ones like this, opening remarks and blah blah blah. Let's remove this place. Sorry, you guys. So I want to remove this one like this now. prior. Okay, I want to give you 5 minutes too, so that 5 minutes, okay, this one is cut. We cut it. So this 5 minutes now, let's come and copy it. You just copy it. You come here, prior this thing, you paste it. Opening remarks, this one we don't want it, so cut it. But like you can paste it somewhere else. So opening remarks takes 5 minutes, prior blah 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 takes 5 minutes, agenda items, you delete it. Okay. So catering strategy, that's the head of catering, takes 5 minutes. The action item for the visual take 5 minutes. Action item for finance takes 5 minutes. Action item for head of operations is taking 5 minutes. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We already have 30 minutes. Yes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So now we have just 10 minutes remaining. So for this AOB now, we can say they should take 5 minutes. And for the CEO to close and everything, we can just say it takes 5 minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So we still have 5 minutes, okay? So now that we have 5 minutes, we'll now look for, okay, where can we add? Let's just say this man, the CEO, does talk for 5. Let's assume he talks for 7 minutes because things were so many to talk about and maybe probably correct. So that's 7. So we still have 3 more minutes left. You just come here. Opening remarks, no review. Let's say here we'll ask, okay, 8 minutes. Let's give him 8 minutes. You want to zoom in. You are going to allocate your time very well, please. I'm just showing you what it can look like, not your timing. As for this part here that says AM, everything's there at 2 p.m. So you want to come here and correct your PM. To this place now, we have, let's say, since we've taken 5 minutes, the next time the next person should talk should be when, okay, we don't need him here because there's no time allocated. So next time this person here should talk should be by 2:05. You put it like this. So the next time, so 5 plus 8 is what? 10, 13. The next time, the next person should be talking by 2:13 p.m. So 13 plus 5, that should be 18. So the next person will be talking by 2:18. 2:18 p.m. Next person should be speaking by 2:33 p.m. Oh, my text there is blue. I'm going to change it. You guys know how to change it, so I'm not going to change it, in fact. So the next person will be speaking by 2:30. Is it 2:33? That's the next person should be speaking by 2:38 p.m. So I'm not sure. I think my calculation is wrong somewhere. No. Okay, it's 40 minutes, so please, 40 minutes. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 8 plus 7, 7 plus 7, 14, 15, 30 plus 15. It gave us 45 minutes. We're supposed to be having 40 minutes. Okay, so let's just say, let me remove that 40 minutes from here. Since it's already 2:38 there, it means, let's say the CEO is going to speak for 2 minutes, which is not possible. You are going to put the right timing. But just make sure after everything, you calculate your timing and be sure that it's going to tally. If at all somebody wants to actually follow it to do a meeting. Now, when you're done, this is what it looks like. You can see it still looks not bad at all, right? And then, voila. Okay, before then, you have to come to this place. You click on this place and you rename it to whatever you want to rename it to, right? You rename it. Come here, share and export. So you want to manage access. Wait for it to load. You say anybody with the link is updating, and then you copy the link, and then you just can paste it. Simple as that. Bye guys, please like and subscribe too. Thank you. Bye. I promised to show you guys what my own looks like, so this is it. This is what mine look like. So if you follow the instructions very well and you're a bit careful, I know you guys will be wondering, did I add a new box? Yes, I had to add a new box, but the color testing, if you look at after that meeting agenda where there was dates, location, I had to add a new box at that place and all that. So you just have to be careful, take your time and do everything. Bye, love you guys.